Alright, what's up, y'all? It's making a new vid we're watching. Could you survive a nanosecond on the sun? You know what my ego says? My ego says you could survive a nanosecond in goddamn hell. That being said, I think you can survive a nanosecond anywhere, but those skills exist for a reason. So obviously, probably not. Probably. I still think it's kind of possible. Just I don't know, keep your eyes closed. I think you'd be alright. Maybe. Run a vid.
This question comes from AJ, who wrote, "When I was about 8 years
What
old
AJ
shoveling snow on a freezing day in Colorado, I wished that I could instantly be transported to the surface of the sun just for a nanosecond and then instantly transported back. I figured this would be long
I think AJ got the right
enough to warm me up, but not enough to harm me. What would actually
She's
happen?
on to something. Whatever.
Believe it or not, this wouldn't even warm you. The temperature of the surface of the sun is about 5,800 K, give or take. If you stayed there for a while, you'd be cooked to a cinder. But a nanosecond is not very long. It's enough time for light to travel about a foot. I'm going to assume you're facing toward the sun. In general, you should avoid looking directly at the sun, but it's hard to avoid when it takes up a full 180 degrees of your view.
Fair.
In that nanosecond, about a microjoule of energy would enter your eye. A microjoule
Is that a lot?
of light is not a
think
lot.
so.
If you stare at a computer monitor with your eyes closed, and then you open them and shut them very quickly, your eye will take in about as much light from the screen during your reverse blink as it would during a nanosecond on the sun's surface.
Okay.
Is there a word for that?
So you
a blink?
can. So I'm hearing we can.
But in reverse? I feel like there should be a word for that. Anyway, during the nanosecond on the sun, photons from the sun would flood into your eye and strike your retinal cells. Then, at the end of the nanosecond, you jump back home. At this point, the retinal cells wouldn't have even begun responding. Over the next few million nanoseconds, or milliseconds, the retinal cells, having absorbed a bunch of light energy, would get into gear and start signaling to your brain that something had happened. You would spend 1 nanosecond on the sun, but it would take 30 million nanoseconds for your brain to notice.
Okay. It would just linger just a little bit, but your body wouldn't register, so you're probably fine. You might be blind. Just close your eyes, turn the other way. Wait.
From your point of view, all you would see is a flash. The flash would seem to last much longer than your time on the sun, only fading as your retinal cells finally quieted down.
Okay.
The energy absorbed by your skin would be minor, about 10 to the minus 5 joules per square centimeter of exposed skin. For comparison, according to the IEEE P1584 standard, holding your finger in the blue flame of a butane lighter for 1 second delivers about 5 joules per square centimeter to the skin, which is roughly the threshold for receiving a second-degree burn.
So nothing.
The heat during your sun visit would be 5 orders of magnitude weaker than that. So other than the dim flash in your eyes, you might not even notice. But what if you got the coordinates wrong? The sun's surface is relatively cool. It's hotter than, like, Phoenix, but compared to the interior of the sun, it's downright chilly. The surface is a few thousand degrees, but the interior is a few million degrees. What if you spent a nanosecond there? The Stefan Boltzmann law lets us calculate how much heat you'd absorb while inside the sun. It's not good. You would exceed the IEEE 1584b standard for second-degree burns after 1 femtosecond in the sun. A nanosecond, the time you're spending there, is a million femtoseconds. This doesn't...
Oh. Okay, so we can go to the core, is what we're hearing. But we can stay outside just for a little
end well for you. But there's some good news. Deep in the sun, the photons carrying energy around have very short wavelengths. They're not visible light, they're mostly a mix of what we consider hard and soft X-rays. This means that they penetrate into your body to various depths, heating your internal organs and also ionizing your DNA, causing irreversible damage before they even start burning you. Looking back, I realize I started that by saying there's some good news. I don't know why I did that. Don't spend a nanosecond inside the sun. In Greek legend, Icarus flew too close to the sun, and the heat melted his wings and he fell to his death. It's true that the temperature is higher closer to the sun, but temperature and heat aren't the same thing. Melting, or any phase change of a substance, requires the absorption of a specific amount of heat energy per kilogram, and the heat absorbed is a function of both the temperature and the length of time you're exposed to it, which brings us back to Icarus.
Yeah, we got that, right? Yeah, both of us, we completely understood exactly what he was talking about there. We did not zone out at all. We were paying full attention, 100,000 million%, right?
His wings didn't melt because he flew too close to the sun. They melted because he spent too much time there. Visit briefly in little hops, and you can go anywhere.
Okay. Okay, so we can. That's all I'm hearing. So it's possible. That's all I'm hearing. I was right. My ego was right. I know. I can do anything. We could all do anything, but there's something we haven't done. What haven't we done, guys? You haven't clicked the BFR symbol, like, comment. So I love y'all. See y'all on the next one. Make a short little bit.